Hello guys, and welcome to my Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play. And this one is going to be completing the game with 41 Jiggies, which is the current minimum possible without using cheats. But here we go. This is on the original N64, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to start a game, Game 3, and here's the intro cutscene. I'm going to talk over it because, I don't know, YouTube's policy with Nintendo, it's a bit weird. Sometimes you can get this whole thing of it's okay to play their games, but then sometimes you can get the whole thing, oh, we're not happy with it and we're gonna like demonetize it or whatever, we're gonna copyright it because it's our visual content, even though it's by Rare, and Rare is an awesome developer. So there's your main antagonist, Grunty the Witch. She's the main antagonist within the game, and you're meant to defeat her at the end. She's not very happy. She thinks that she's the prettiest person of all. Well, make your own assumptions about that. But yeah, the whole thing with this is it revolves around two main glitches. One called RBA, otherwise known as Reverse B Adventure, which was discovered by Cronikeys. And then you've got also another one, which was Daughter Grunty skip, which is another Cronikeys discovered glitch. Now, you can check out her two videos of the glitches there, but I saw that nobody has actually done this whole 41 Jiggy run, and I thought, why not? It's going to be something fun to do, and it's something that I would really enjoy doing. So Gruntilda's not happy. She's found she's been told that there's someone prettier than her in the Banjo-Tooie universe, and she can't have that. Like that's unacceptable. And the person who is prettier than her is this character here, Tootie. Not the mole over there, because, well, yeah, again, make your own assumptions about that, but this game is, like, I played this game about 10 months ago, and you may find it a bit weird that I'm doing this, since Banjo-Tooie, the sequel, was actually something which was a main part of my childhood. So this is technically a main part of my childhood, but not a part of my childhood, if you get it. It still feels a very Banjo-Kazooie game, because this is obviously before Banjo-Tooie. It feels very like my childhood, but yet again, it's not part of my childhood because I actually never played it as a child. I knew of its existence, but I just never played it because, well, I don't think we actually we never actually got any more N64 games after I turned what must have been 8. So come to me, my little pretty. You'll soon be ugly. What a pity. I should not do voice acting. Me go, you ugly old hag. Yeah. This is very Snow White-ish in terms of like, oh, there's someone prettier than me. We can't have someone prettier than me. And I really like that element. That's one of my favourite elements of the game. It's just sort of like the nice fairy tale sort of style to it, but then we've still got the whole adventure and the platform, and it's something which still feels classic Nintendo. And it was produced by Rare when it was good, so that's still something good. So that's the end of the intro cutscene. This game is full of there's little cutscenes to start off with to get you started. Now this character is I can't remember his name. Bottles, there we go. Bottles the Mole. He talks quite a lot. He teaches all the moves within the game. And to be honest, he talks so much that I'm actually going to cut out the scenes where he's talking. Like that. So the main objective is to try and get up to, or to start off with, is to get up to Gruntilda's lair. We've been taught all the moves. Now you're going to be wondering, well, Tom, why aren't you collecting the extra honeycombs? They're obviously going to help you in the final battle, and they're also going to help you out with Grunty's Furnace Fun, which is like the getting into the battle stage. And that's because I want to actually challenge myself with this one. Aside from doing Reverse B Adventure, which I've only done once or twice, but that is still a very hard trick, and along with the Daughter Grunty skip, which is literally frame perfect and also is degree perfect, it's still very hard. Yeah, I'm going to try to do it without the honeycombs. So this one I'm trying to skip the bottles cutscene. We haven't. So, unfortunately, like, there is a way you can skip it, but it's like, that one's, it's semi-consistent, but in the end, it's still a hard thing to do, and something which I really haven't practiced enough. So, here we go. Here's another cutscene. This one is meant to show you sort of like inside the lair, what you're trying to sort of like, what the fear is that you're going to have Gruntilda become young and beautiful, which I guess that's not much of a threat, but your main problem is obviously Tooty becoming very monster-like, if you picture it. There's obviously, it shows you what actually the outcome, if you don't save it, is every time you quit the game, but I may show that towards the end, like at some other point, but we'll have to see. So this is literally like the preliminary stage. So we've got to collect the first Jiggy first, which is on top of here. That's what you need to open Mumbo's Mountain. And here we go. Jiggies are the main thing you have to collect in the game. There's 100 of them normally, and to get into the final battle I think you need 94. And that is under normal gameplay. We have to do this sort of like this jigsaw puzzle, that's opening worlds and stuff. I'm probably going to cut this thing a lot because it's a case of where there's a lot of moving about, and a lot of this episode is going to be collecting notes. What we have to do in Mumbo's Mountain is collect 10 Jiggies and 100 notes. And that should fuel us getting up to Clankers Cavern. We'll still collect Jiggies along the way, but the main thing, and the thing which actually slows us down a bit, is collecting the notes. The notes we have to collect 810 of, and although there are ways to get past the 6, all the way up to, well, you can get past the 350, the 450, the 640 and the 730. Currently there's no way of getting past the 810, of which you need to actually get past the 810 to get to the door to Grunty. And this is sort of like simple note collecting. I'm having a bit of trouble here. It's absolutely, it is a little bit terrible, my swimming skills. This is on this is not a normal N64 controller that I'm using to complete this. I'm not using an N64 controller at all, actually. I'm using an emulator because that's a simpler thing to record with, if I'm going to be honest, and it makes it look all nice. I have actually got the original game on both XBLA and also on the N64, so yeah, it does. It's okay as long as you have the original game. That's okay. So Mumbo's Mountain, you're expected to complete this in about 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and yet again skipping the mole because yet again there's so much like talking and text within this game which stops your flow. It's very, the problem with this game is it feels very jolty in effect, because not in this sense of the camera, it feels very slow, as in like you keep stopping for like cutscenes to do with like collecting Jiggies and talking to people. What I collected there was Talon Trot. Now this is a game, this is a point where literally you have to collect, it's one of the first things you collect, and it's so useful. You travel around so much quicker with Talon Trot. It's like your main thing that you, like, if you don't have Talon Trot, you're pretty much moving really slowly. So Talon Trot's literally the first thing you have to collect, aside from maybe like a couple of notes in the Jinjo. That is a Mumbo token. You need that to talk to Mumbo and transform yourself into different things. There are different ways of skipping different transformations. There's one which we'll need soon called Termite, although you can skip that. However, that's really difficult and really pointless to this run. It does save like a minute or two if you get it right, but in the end it's something which is yet again a frame perfect thing. the main one we'll need is the bee from Click Clockwood, because that's the one which does the very first bee adventure, and that is the stuff which you need to complete, which is used to complete the game. So, also you've got Jinjos, that's something else which I collected. If you collect 5 of those within the world, of the 5 different colours of them, in each world you get a Jiggy. So obviously those are needed for most levels. Obviously there's going to be some levels which you don't collect any Jiggies, because otherwise we'd be breaking the rules of only collect 41 Jiggies. So how we're doing in terms of Jiggy count, we've got 2 Jiggies. Really we'll be collecting Jiggies in this level are a bit weird. You collect them in in bunches. Like, you still collect one at a time, but you tend to get like loads grouped together, which means that a push you can do this level within 10 minutes if you collect absolutely everything. But you'll get bunches like this. This I think has like 3 Jiggies in one spot. You little knob. Yeah, he hit me. So the first Jiggy is from getting him to hit all the orange squares, which has clearly taken me a while. Out comes the Jiggy. So that's one of the Jiggies. Yet again, another cutscene. This is something which, luckily, the second game didn't have. Didn't have like a whole Jiggy collection. And I suppose they sussed that out by the time it came to Donkey Kong 64, because Donkey Kong 64 obviously had the every time you collect a golden banana cutscene. Here's another Jiggy for simply delivering an orange to a chimp who looks a lot like Diddy Kong, almost to an extent where I think it's Diddy Kong, because this game came out 1 year before Donkey Kong, although Diddy Kong Racing did come out before this, so I will say that, yeah, Diddy Kong did come out before this. So, fair enough. Now, there's also something called witch switches. We'll use 1 or 2 of them within the game, and they unlock a certain Jiggy within the lair, and we'll collect, I think, 2 of them. We'll collect this one, and then we'll collect the one near Gobi's Valley, and I think that's the only ones we're going to collect. We can collect the other Jiggies from elsewhere. So the next Jiggy comes from hitting Conga over here with eggs. Because I'm playing on emulator, it's a bit weird. There you go, another hit. I think you have to hit him 3 times. This game really loves the rule of 3. It's like a classic Nintendo thing, or a classic Rare thing, that's everything is a rule of 3. So you've hit him with eggs, and that deserves a Jiggy. So really, Jiggies are something easy to come about, and if you're choosing this any percent route, it's a really simple thing to do, due to the fact that in this level you literally get a Jiggy about every minute on average. Sometimes you'll collect some like within the space of like 30 seconds, which is fair enough, but sometimes you'll collect some within the space of 2 minutes. So literally within this episode, you're going to get around about a Jiggy a minute, aside from obviously the cutscenes that we had at the start. So these are the huts. These are not specific, so like each hut is not designated towards a certain item, so you can't like skip a few huts to get immediately to the Jiggy, Jinjo, and then the notes. There's another Jiggy, we connected all the 5 Jinjos, and he's going to hit us, isn't he? He's going to hit us. There we go. Basically they go in order, so no matter what order you hit them, it'll always be the notes, then the eggs, then the enemy, then the Jinjo, then the extra life, and then the Jiggy. So I suppose that's good programming on Rare's part there. So got to collect that note. Oh, it doesn't look like we collect it, hang on. Collect the Jiggy first. And now we've just got to collect this note, and then the note right in front of us. And then we have another thing to do, Juju, which is the thing in the middle. We have to shoot eggs into him. It's a bit weird. If you're too close to Juju with this, you can actually not hit him, whatever, in terms of like timing. You'll always miss him. If you're collecting the honeycomb, you would stop here because you have to use one of the Juju totems to actually get to the honeycomb, which is fair enough. But yeah. Now another Jiggy. This is a very simple Jiggy. It's just simply in Mumbo's eye, in his skull. So yeah, Mumbo's the main person for transformations, and it seems like we've forgotten a token, so we're going to have to collect it from inside the anthill, which is the place I really hate in this game, because literally it's just a pain in the rear end. So we've got to transform into the termite, which is the transformation in this level. Mumbo's talking to us, skip that. And then collect all the notes. And then just transform into the termite. And we should all be good to go. For your sanity, we're going to skip the several failed attempts of the anthill.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Get out and been for Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye
There we go, that's the 10th and final Jiggy within this level, and that is all the Jiggies we'll have to collect for this level, and it's also all the notes, because I collected the last 6 notes within the anthill. We've got to use the termite to get up. You can use Banjo, but it's a bit weird. Now we're collecting this Jiggy, and that's going to be it for today. Next time we're going to be dealing with Trove Cove. Obviously we cannot escape with the termite. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ballum. This is the end credits. Signing out.
Come and get it.